Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Allen Family Firewood. Today, we're going to show you how to make junk slabs off the sawmill into big dollar kindling.
Gotta make the money, you guys.
We came inside again today because it's windy as all get out today and freezing cold. So, what better time to make kindling?
There was a trash can that went flying by early.
I saw a pizza box go by the window when we were sitting here.
The wind's blowing like 40,
and
45
it wasn't ours.
40, 45 miles an hour. Easy out there right now. So
crazy.
This is going to be something that any of you guys can do. You don't need a fancy splitter. You don't need a chainsaw. You don't even need a dump trailer. You don't need a big wood yard. Anybody can do this in their basement, their garage, a shed, and you don't have to tie up any money in it because you're not buying the wood. Any sawmill, and most of you probably don't have a sawmill, but you might know somebody that has one. Slabs are a pain. I mean,
and they add up really quick.
They add up really fast, and anybody that has a mill doesn't want to deal with these things. It's a nuisance and they're trash, so they're trying to get rid of them. So hopefully you know somebody with one, a sawmill, or know where there is a sawmill, because I'm sure you can get all the slabs you'd ever want.
Yeah.
If you don't know where there's a sawmill, something else that you can use is find a construction site. I've done that in the past, and they usually got a dumpster full of board ends, 2x6s, whatever. Anything that's longer than 12 inches, and we'll show you why 12 inches a little bit here. Go see if you can pick through their dumpster or talk to the carpenters and get stuff.
Dumpster pictures.
Well, yeah, there's lots of good stuff in dumpsters. But you don't even need a pickup. I mean, heck, you could put these in a minivan. I don't see why you couldn't. Strap them to the roof of your car. I mean,
Trunk.
You don't have to be set up. You don't have to be. We hear it all the time. Phil, geez, we like watching you. We're too old to do firewood anymore. We're not in shape to do it, or we don't have the splitter. You don't need any of that fancy stuff to do it. I mean, heck, you really don't even have to be in shape. You can sit down and make this stuff. And it's extra spending money. It's a good side hustle.
Yeah.
At least that's what we're learning. And we're going to make it part of our business. And that's all they are, is just these edgings off in the sawmill. It's nothing fancy, guys, and we're just using a chop saw and a table saw. I think we've showed it to them before, and we've had videos where we use the tube and the bag, and we're going to go through the whole process and explain it to you guys. But you can turn this into like $3,000 a cord. Literally, we've added it up by how much we've had done, and that's what it comes out to. And that's not retailing it, that's wholesaling it. Now you're going to go, well, yeah, that's all fun and great, but I can only sell so much at my wood stand. I agree. You're only going to sell so many bundles out in front of your house at your wood stand. But I don't know how it is in your area, but when you drive around here, there's wood stands everywhere. Yeah. And I'm sure that's the same way around your area.
I don't see that. The wood stands have kindling.
No, they don't. 95% of stands don't sell kindling. So if you can make a bundle of kindling and talk to the person that has the stand, why wouldn't they want to buy a bundle of kindling from you that they can mark up and resell and make money and not have to do anything? I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Hardware stores, any place that sells bundles. The only exception I would stay away from would be branded convenience stores. There's a lot of paperwork that goes on with them. They're on a 30-day schedule, and they're going to want those fancy codes, barcodes printed, and
unless it's like a mom and pop store or something like that, that's a
that'll work.
Whole different animal.
Yeah, even the hardware stores around here don't mind.
No,
it's anybody that sells bundles. This is the thing to sell with it. It's people don't mind spending the money on kindling. So, yeah, we're gonna get after it here. We've already gone out this morning loaded up the slabs, put them on the trailer, because we sawed lumber, what was it, yesterday? Well, we've been sawing for quite a few days, but we saved the slabs yesterday from
the lumber
to
that
today.
we cut, yeah.
And we did make our slabs a little bit different this time because we know we're going to be making kindling. If you do go pick up free slabs, you don't want those ones that are 4 inches thick. You can make kindling out of them. It's just a lot of extra work. This stuff that's 1 inch, it's the ticket, guys. I'm telling you, we figured that out.
And those 4-inch thick ones are heavy.
Yeah, and it works better because she helps me on the sawmill trying to lug a slab off that's 12 feet long and 4 inches thick on one end and goes down to nothing. Might weigh 100 and something pounds.
They're heavy.
I got to help her move it off. So if I keep them thin like this, 1 inch, you were whistling them right off yesterday.
Yeah,
That worked out good.
No problem.
Yeah. So we'll show you the pile of slabs on the trailer and how we kind of got things set up, and we'll go through the whole process here. All right, like I was saying before, we took the slabs that we made yesterday, we loaded them on the trailer, brought them in. I've got a chop saw, not a fancy one, guys. This is just something that I bought at a yard sale, 10 years ago. This thing's ancient. And I probably only gave $20 for it back then, but it's always worked for me. All I did was set up a jig. I screwed a 2x4 down to the deck so that this is 12 inches. And we'll get to showing you that, why I want them 12 inches. It's because that's what fits in our firewood bags. But just bring the slabs on here, bring them down, and they're set up at 12 inches. But you could do this with a tape measure and a skill saw if that's what you had. You can do this with just a skill saw. But I'm going to make up some pieces right now, and then we'll jump over to the table saw. All right, so we got them chopped up. I've got the table saw set up so it's 3/4 of an inch. That's the space in between here. You are going to want a push stick of some sort, something to push through. It's nice when you have at least one square edge, but you don't need your table saw set up too high. But I'm going to start sending these through the table saw. I just let them fall on the ground until they've piled up, and then we pick them up and we stack them onto the pallet. So let's try that out real quick. All right, the next step after you get a bunch of these made, guys, would probably be to dry them, because these are green. I mean, they are soaking wet. A lot of times when you're getting slabs from a sawmill, they've been sitting there for a couple years and they're probably already going to be dry. And if that's the case, you just put them together and you bag them right up. I mean, there's no totally avoid the drying process. I don't know how many, I think it takes like 30 of these to make a bundle. Now you can go on Amazon and get these, they come in a 100 pack, and I think they're called boil bags, and that's the reason we make these 12 inches. If you buy the boil bags, these are 24-inch boil bags, and it works perfect. So, and you've probably seen us before, one end of them is sealed. I don't know if that shows it or not. It comes that way from the factory, all sealed up. But you just open these up, slide that over that pipe, flip it up. Grab your handful, put in a few more. Perfect. Slide the pipe up. Got a nice pile of kindling. I give them a twist, and then I had a zip tie. We're still experimenting with this, but if you just pop a zip tie through the netting and come back around like that, there's a bundle of kindling that you could sell at your stand for $4 or $5 and probably wholesale it to anybody else for $3. When you do the math on these, a cord, once these are stacked on a pallet, now in the beginning of the video you saw our pallets. There's 3 rows on our pallets because typically we're using 16-inch wood, and 3 rows of 16-inch wood makes half a cord. But 3 rows of 12-inch wood doesn't make a half a cord. It actually would take 4 full rows to make half a cord. And in each row, it's 4 foot wide, 4 foot tall, 12 inches thick. Wide, whatever you want to call it. So it would take 4 full rows to equal a half a cord. In each row, you can fit 125 of these bundles, and that's being conservative. So that's what, 4 rows times 125. You guys do the math real quick. I come up with 500. For a half a cord, 500 bundles in half a cord, 1,000 bundles in 1 cord. At $3 a piece, wholesale, not retail, but wholesale, that's $3 grand a cord, guys. You can do this in your garage. It's finding the market for it with all the other people that are selling. It doesn't cost you anything to get the wood. I've never heard of anybody with a sawmill wanting to make money off of their pine slabs. Maybe hardwood slabs they would, but not softwood. And that's what we do the kindling out of, is softwood, pine, spruce, fir, hemlock. I would say you could even use popple. But hey, it's a good side hustle. You can do it in your garage or your basement. It doesn't take a lot of room or space to do it, and it's cheap to get into. These bags, I think, what did these cost you for 100?
They were $13 for 100.
But they gave us a better deal when you buy more.
Yeah, they gave I think it was like 9% off.
Yeah,
I don't
something
know why
like that.
9,
But Amazon has them, they're boil bags. So that works out to like 12, 13 cents a piece. I think 13 cents if they're $13 and it's 100, yeah. I mean, you got a zip tie. We buy big bags of those. They're probably a penny a piece. Heck, let's say you got 15 cents into them.
We're still doing a little research too to see if we can find a hog ring gun that's small enough.
It'd be quicker for us.
It would have to be really small. I'm still looking into that.
But you could, I don't know if a piece of string tied on the end would work. I almost think it would just slide off because there's not really much of this material. They're pretty thin bags. And I wouldn't leave these bags out in the sunlight, guys.
No.
I don't think they're gonna hold up to that. They're not, I mean, they're strong. I mean, I bet one of these, I bet I could pull a pickup truck with that. It's strong that way, but when you open it up, I mean, it's not, I can drive my thumb right through it. It's not super strong, but it's holding these, and these are green and they're heavy. I mean, they're gonna take a pretty good banging, beating, and they're not gonna come apart on you. I mean, with the zip ties, just clip them off. But like she was saying, if we could find a hog ring gun that we could just clamp one of these with, it would be quicker for us than the zip ties. But hey, we're just learning too. But oops, we kind of wanted to share all this with you, and that's what we're gonna do inside today. Her and I are gonna work on that whole pile and try and get a whole bunch of kindling put up today, because it's not nice out. And when it's not nice out, we might as well come inside. So if you want, stick around. That's what we're gonna keep. We'll shoot you a little video of her cutting and me running the table saw and stacking, and well, her stacking, not me, because I don't stack.
Yeah.
But
but you do.
I do when I have to, I guess, but yeah, I don't like stacking. We'll be right back.
It's time to say goodbye.
I know. I'm just trying to clean up.
I know what a stickler you are for that.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get covered, so.
I didn't.
Well, yeah, look. Oh boy, see?
Well, we got a little better than half a row.
Yeah, that's, I mean, typically when this is up, like the right about this, 125, so, yes, probably 70 bundles, probably 70. Yeah, a couple $100 worth.
Yeah, that took us about 4 hours. So
3, yeah, there's 4 cans over there. Yep. Yeah, about 4 hours.
yeah.
But I'm telling you guys, you can do this, and you don't need anything fancy. This isn't overly hard to do.
I can definitely say it's something you want to do in stints. I mean, I wouldn't want it to do 8 hours of this.
No.
4 hours is about all we wanted to do, and that was probably too much.
Yeah, I'm done with it. My wrist is killing me from just sitting there.
Yeah.
Normally I can sit there and cut up the pieces, and then I put them on the table saw, and then I'm stacking.
Get away from it for a little bit, but
I didn't have to.
with my superpowers,
Yeah, I didn't have to cut anything today, and I didn't stack any of it.
no.
I know it's a good thing I don't have to pay you by the stick. Get expensive.
Yeah, there's a lot of sticks.
Yeah, there it is. This stuff's soaking wet, guys. I mean, it's
I know.
I mean, we just sawed these logs 2 days ago, I think it was.
Hope it dries.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's only 12 inches long, I would think. I mean, there's a lot of space between the rows.
Yeah.
So, but now we got to saw some more logs. because we don't have enough stuff for pallets anyway.
Right.
And we got rain coming next.
Yeah, so we'll
Next
be
week,
having
I
to make
think.
pallets anyway.
It's 2 or 3 days worth of rain, so we might as well saw out lumber for pallets, get that lumber in here, start
Yeah.
cutting pieces and parts, and that'll make a whole
what
bunch
we're going to
more.
be doing.
A whole bunch more slabs to make kindling.
I wonder if we're going to reach a point where we're like, I can't do any more kindling.
Yeah, like right now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty well there. Yeah.
You're just covered in sawdust.
It's just sawdust. I'll try and brush it off before I go in the house tonight.
Makes a mess.
You guys get that? You know, you come in at night, your pockets are full of sawdust.
Yeah, penny. I'll take that. I work for pennies.
Yeah, I catch it every night when I come home, and I get sawdust in my pockets.
It's just a mess.
Okay.
Oh, please. So abused.
Take that off outside. Take those shoes off outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He can single-handedly trash a place. I'll just leave it at that.
I'm a neat, clean, orderly person.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't get away with that. They've seen the inside of my truck, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Far from that.
All right, we might as well wrap this up.
Yeah, we're done.
Try and clean up a little in here. I got all that sawdust, and
Yeah.
it's
It's really dusty in here.
yeah. Well, all right, you guys. We really do appreciate you guys watching.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah. All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye.